What is going on, guys? Today we are looking at Kingsley Coman's team of the group stage. He is a little bit late. You've got about 3.5 days to 3 days, I believe, to finish him, and he is just an objective. We will go on to all of the kind of objectives that you've got to do, all of them pretty straightforward at the kind of end of the video. In the overall ending, we'll have a look at Footbin and show you all the objectives that you must complete to be able to get this card. We have had the Bundesliga Player of the Month vote out today as well, which does include Coman. So I am hoping that it is going to be Haaland rather than Coman, just because I don't particularly want to be having a Player of the Month Coman as well, which I think would be an absolute dead one. So I can't imagine a lot of people will be voting for him. 86 rated. He's managed to get himself in the team of the group stage. Obviously, Bayern are doing pretty well. It's Bayern. They always do pretty well, and it's nice to see another left mid from him. It's another special card in Bayern's roster, which again we'll have a look at the end. Let me know, have you finished Coman? Do you finish these objectives like I do? Personally, I've not missed a single one. The only ones that I've got to do is the foundation ones, which, because they're there forever, I don't mind doing them as and when there's no real objectives. If they bring out a league player, if they bring out an objective player, I like to finish them first, because then I know I don't have to worry about their time limit. And obviously with the foundations, they are there forever. So let me know down below, have you completed him? So if we do go into him, he is a 4-star skiller with the 3-star weak foot, right-footed, 5'10", with the medium attacking work rate and low defensive. So he's still, see, I like him as more of a kind of like a middle player. He's quite tall at 5'10". He's not the smallest winger in the world. Incredible pace, massive pace at 95 with 96 acceleration with the 95 sprint speed. Shooting wise, it's good, but definitely needs a chem style for him. 80 passing, again, I would be looking probably straight off the bat at the Deadeye. In terms of strength, not really any there. 68 strength, 38 aggression, not really known to win the ball back. And I kind of see that in the gameplay that he is. He's more of someone who's kind of like waiting for the ball rather than getting it back. So if you are, or if you need a team that is going to, every single person is going to work to get the ball back, not your man. Most definitely not your man. If you've got a team where maybe like your defense, your DMs are consistently on it, and you are very good at defending, he will always be that option on the wing. He will be there to sprint, very quick on the ball, and he's got a nice shot with a Deadeye, which I think everybody's chem style would be. He needs the passing, he needs the finishing. So if I do add a Deadeye, 90 shooting overall, 88 passing, turning him into a 90 left wing, a 91 left forward, a 91 cam, or 91 centre forward. So already you can see the benefits of having that Deadeye. But I think the one real stat that just stands out above any others is that composure. 78 composure is personally not good enough. He will be a super sub at best, maybe just a rivals, and most definitely a foot friendless team. If they've got objectives for Bundesliga players, maybe there's a rating that's a little bit higher than the managerial one, which is only 77, then potentially you've got a card here. For me, I would not start him in my foot champs team. I just couldn't. With 78 composure, I think even now it's too low in the kind of bracket we're already in. The people have already got meta teams. People have already got their kind of like their starting 11 down to an absolute T. We've seen the five at the back, keeper and the 4 defenders. They're all the same. It's either Alisson, Courtois, Mendy, Varane, Gomez, Virgil, or Inform Walker, and then we've got someone like Telles, we've got Bellerin, you've got Walker potentially as a right back as well. You've just got your standard defence, and I think a lot of people have their standard attack as well. We kind of see who they are. If they've not got an Mbappe, normally a Neymar, a Ronaldo, Coman really doesn't have a chance on that left mid, especially if you have got Neymar. There is no way that you are putting this guy ahead of Neymar, unfortunately, and it's just the case. But if you are looking for maybe division rivals, maybe a little bit of fun on the game, Coman's definitely good. A free card. And honestly, I will never downgrade a free card if they are relatively good, because you're not going to get an Mbappe, a Ronaldo, a Messi as an objective card. Would be pretty sick if they maybe downgraded them into like a flashback like they did with Aguero, like an 88 Messi. Everyone would then have a Messi, but it's not necessarily the 93 version, if you get what I mean. That would be pretty sick if it grinded it for a whole month or something, score 500 goals in foot champs or rivals. Don't get at me. I know that is unreal to think, but it's always a nice little change, something different, a potential. But let's get into some gameplay, see what Coman did. So with playing Coman down that left mid, we found him linking with Davis very, very well. Obviously Davis, teammate, very, very good card as well. Even gold was pretty decent. We see the balls he's playing in with that dead eye. Definitely does some absolute thunder going down that wing. We see him consistently working up there and working the ball, managing to get round, does try and go for it himself, and unfortunately has to pass it across, and it's a beautiful goal. It's a nice setup. I'm personally looking my wingers, that's a cracking ball right there, but I'm always looking for my wingers to be great assisters to start with, and then the kind of finishing is a nice little an extra as such. I don't need my left and right mids banging in 10-20 goals every single weekend. I've got strikers for that. I do like them to have that ability, which we do see with Coman every now and then, but personally he's not known for his absolute formidable finishing, but assisting definitely does a good job in terms of what he can actually produce, to be honest. So if we do look at the overall for Coman, as we can see, 0 in terms of value, objective, easy as you like it. In terms of Bayern players, Lewandowski, Neuer, Kimmich, you've got Douglas Costa on the same position, you've got Muller, Goretzka, Gnabry on the same position, Sane on the same position. They have a lot of left mids. Unfortunately, Gnabry is a left mid rather than a right mid, but it is seemed like he is kind of playing that way. So it's kind of interesting. You're going to have to play someone off chem if they continue to get left mid cards, but I'm sure we'll get a right mid at some point, and normally they end up with a lot of specials in the game anyway. Obviously, Alphonso Davies has a road to the final on the next page, but this is just kind of like the highlight of their team. They always have so many good specials, it's unreal. And the one thing that Coman has over most of this team is that nation. So many good French players, it is unreal. If I quickly jump onto France, obviously you have got the icons, but in terms of what you can see here, Kanté, Mbappe, Griezmann, Laporte's rule breaker is quite nice, Pogba, Lloris, there's just, you know what I mean. There is so many good players that you can link him with, and it is just very, very nice to see. In terms of the generation then, we have got him. How old is he? 24 years old. He started his career at Juventus with a 67 silver. Literally straight after, manages to get a 69 striker, then turns into a winter refresh gold 77, getting himself his first inform for Bayern, and then it's kind of like it starts. He gets them one, if he gets a footies, then he gets a path to glory with an inform, then he gets another footies at the end of FIFA 19. Last year he managed to get a road to the final that had a massive upgrade due to the situation that we're in. He also had a summer heat, a team of the week moment, and this year he's already got himself a team of the group stage. He is consistently an 84. I think it's been 2 years on the bounce, 83 the year before that. So obviously he is consistent where he is, but the problem is I think Bayern have a lot of options, so he's going to have to kind of shine in that option, which I think he is doing. Obviously you don't get a team at a group stage for absolutely nothing, but I feel like he's going to be very pressured to try and get that performance out in very few games, because he has got the competition literally itching at his back, to be honest with you. But in terms of the objectives, just to finish off this video, in terms of the objective, as you can see, we have got assist and score in the same match using Bundesliga players. Just one for that, very simple one to do. You've then got assist 8 goals with crosses with just at least 8 Bundesliga, so it can be anybody. You could have an icon up front and he crosses, but it has to have 8 Bundesliga in the team. Then you've got assist in 15 separate Bundesliga matches with a Bundesliga player. So basically assist and score with anybody. Simple as you like it. You don't have to win. Very, very easy, but it does take a little bit of time. Score 8 finesses with a minimum 4-star skill move player. Again, anybody can do that. You can bring on your Mbappe as long as they've got 4-star skills and you finesse it. And you can do it in 1 match. You can do it in 8 matches. Very easy again. Win 7 matches. Pretty simple. And that is all you've got to do. It is not necessarily a time consuming one, but you've obviously got the 15 matches to do, and that can take some time with no rage quits. You're looking at half a weekend league, so if you are grinding this, you can get it done in a day, but you will probably have to do it over a stretch of time. I don't know how long you play the game for in each kind of period, but to be honest, I've given him an 8.5 out of 10. I think he's a good player, never downgrade a free player, and I think he's definitely worth trying to do the grind, even if it is just for the 86 at the end of it. But hopefully you enjoyed this video. Let me know down below who else you'd like to see, and I'll see you all for the next one. Make sure you subscribe. Peace.